we are going to be making a salt rock geode, and I'm really excited because it's going to be really colorful. So get your box and open it up, and I'm going to show you what you need inside. We are going to need a few things. One of them is this bottle of gold paint. We're just going to be needing a little bit of this. This is actually going to be used for 2 projects, so make sure you save some. Our gold paint. We need this other container that is similar to this container, but this one has something in it called Mod Podge. And Mod Podge is like a glue glaze. It's gonna make our geode look really shiny and cool. And then there's 2 different types of salt that we have here. One is a rock salt. It looks kind of like crystals. And then one is a regular table salt. Also, we're gonna need a paintbrush, and we need this piece of tin foil. You have to be careful with it. It can rip easy. And another thing we need is our 4-pack of food coloring. This we're going to be using for all of the activities that we have in the box. So make sure you're not squeezing it all out and wasting it. For this project, we only need a few drops of each color. So get these out, and then same with the glitter. We're going to be using the glitter again a little bit on another project. So we're going to be using a little bit of our gold glitter. Okay, so go ahead, get everything out, and press play when you're ready to do your salt rock geode project. The first thing we're going to start with is our piece of tin foil. If yours rips or gets a hole in it, you might want to get another piece from your house or something, because we're going to be pouring glue on it, so we want to make sure it doesn't go through the bottom. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is we are going to fold our geode diagonally like this. So one corner to another corner, so that we're making a triangle shape like this. Okay, go ahead, press pause, and make your foil into a triangle shape. Once you have a triangle shape, you're gonna wanna roll up the edges to create kind of like a swimming pool shape. So I'm just gonna start with these long pointy edges here. It's almost like you're making a pizza crust. You're gonna wanna roll it up. We're making a geode, so geodes are all different shapes and sizes. So it does not have to be perfect or look a certain way. I just kind of like to create an imperfect, kind of like a kidney bean shape or like a swimming pool shape. Press together the edges like this, so you created kind of like a pool like that. Kind of pressing it down to make sure everything is in place. We are going to be pouring the Mod Podge in here, so you want to make sure there's not any open edges where it's going to fall off. You want to make it so there's good walls like that. So there we go. I have my geode shape. Go ahead and add yours. Once you have your geode shape, you're going to want to add gold all to the edges of your geode. How we're going to do that is we're going to open the paint like this. This is a gold color, and I'm just going to use a lid to one of the salts because I'm going to use all of this salt. Shake it to get the paint down to the bottom, and I'm going to squirt some on like that. And then you're gonna wanna take your medium-sized paintbrush that you have and you can paint it like this, but I like to tap it, dab it on like that. Like I said before, you wanna make sure you don't use all of your gold paint because we're gonna be using it for something else. But you're gonna, not the middle, you don't wanna do the middle. If you get some in the middle, it's fine, but we just want to do the outside here to kind of create like a golden yellow crust for the rock around the edges. It doesn't have to be perfect. Some of the silver can be showing. It still looks cool with the silver showing. So go ahead, press pause, and color the entire outside of your geode, okay? And then press play when you're ready. Okay, mine is all done. I painted the whole outside like this, so it's nice and golden on the outside. And I'm gonna go clean my brush quickly because it's acrylic paint. It's acrylic, so it stains and it also dries hard, so you want to make sure you go and clean your brush. Okay, so go clean your brush and then come on back, and then we're gonna do the next step, which is really fun. Okay, I am so excited for this next part. It is so fun. Go ahead and take the white bottle. This has a Mod Podge in it, and we are just gonna squeeze it all over the bottom. And this we don't need for anything else, so you can go ahead and use as much as you like. Just make sure the whole bottom is covered and it's a nice pool. As you can guess, this is probably going to take a while to dry, but it's okay. All right, so I still have some left too, so if you want to use that for something else, you can. Okay, so go ahead, press pause, and squirt your Mod Podge into your geode, okay? Press play when you're ready. Okay, so now that we have that on there, I'm gonna take my 2 different kinds of salt, my table salt and my rock salt, and I am going to pour it in on top of the Mod Podge. This, I'm gonna do a little bit of the table salt, and I'm gonna do some of the rock salt. I'm just gonna kind of mix it up, but you can do it however you want. There's no right or wrong way. It's just to kind of create different crystal shapes inside your geode. So I just kind of mix them up. I'm gonna go ahead and use all of my salt. You're gonna see it's gonna start soaking into the Mod Podge. Maybe I don't need all my table salt, actually. That is a lot. Okay, so that is the next step. Go ahead, press pause and add your salts, and press play again when you're ready for the next fun step. For our next step, this is another one of my favorite parts. You're gonna get out your food coloring. And this can dye your hands, so just be aware of that. It's okay though, it'll eventually come out, probably like a day or something like that. But we have our different colors to drop onto the salt, okay? So the thing is if we use too much colors, it's not gonna look very good. It's gonna be all mixed together. It's gonna be too wet. It's gonna be brown. Which is okay, but I'm trying to make a colorful geode here. So if you're trying to make a colorful one too, you don't want to waste all of this, because let me tell you, it's very fun to drop in, but we need to make sure we have enough to do our painting after and some of the other projects that we're doing. Okay, so go ahead and get out your food colorings, and what we're gonna do, pull the lid off, that is we're slowly gonna drop some colors going around the geode. You can do all the colors if you like, or you can do 2 colors if you like. I'm gonna make mine kind of like a rainbow. I'm gonna add some yellow. And you see how the salt is kind of looking like crystals? I love this. I'm gonna add some yellow over here. And the color is just so dark, so you really just need a little bit. And if you leave it on there, you're gonna see it's slowly gonna soak in and spread out. How gorgeous is this? Oh my gosh, I just love it so much. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with some blue. Blue is very dark. Wow, look how cool that looks, the way it just soaks in. I don't suggest picking it up. Maybe put it on a plate or something, but I've done this a few times, but I want to bring it a bit closer so you can see what it looks like when you're dropping it on, because it's just so beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this is so satisfying. I hope you're having as much fun as I am right now. And see how I'm not doing like 10 drops in one spot? Just 1 or 2 like that. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with my last color, green. Okay, my green is working. It seemed like there was something wrong with the packaging. Maybe when they built this one, it didn't have a deep enough hole. I don't know. I poked a hole in it and everything is fine. So see here, it's looking a little watery. So I have extra table salt. I'm just gonna add a little bit to make it more crystally. There we go. If you feel like you didn't add enough salt to certain areas, feel free to go and grab more if you have table salt at your house. But really, this is more than enough. We don't want to do too much. There we go. I like the teal color this one makes. Just drop your colors all over. And I'm going to put a little blue at the top. I mean, a little green at the top, sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put a little red there to maybe make it a little purple. There we go. Okay, how gorgeous is this? Oh my gosh, like I said, don't pick it up if you don't have to. But there you go. So if you've been waiting, you're doing amazing being patient, go ahead, press pause. It's now time for you to add your colors on. And remember not to add too much. Press play when you're ready. Now that I have the most colorful, wonderful, crystally geode, when it dries, it's gonna get hard and nice and you'll be able to pick it up. But before we're done, we are gonna add just a touch of golden glitter to make it sparkle. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put my fingers inside like this. I'm gonna take one pinch, just one pinch, that's all you need. And I'm gonna rub my fingers together and spread the glitter around so it's nice and sparkly. If you want to do another pinch, you can do another pinch, but honestly, I think less is more, just a little bit, maybe just a tiny bit more because it's so fun to sprinkle glitter. Just a little bit more. This should stick onto the Mod Podge with everything else. That's such a funny word. And there you go. A sparkly, beautiful geode you could hang up once it's dry. So we'll come back here and see when it's dry in a few days. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. This was so fun to make. I really love sprinkling the salt on and dropping the colors. It was really fun. I hope yours is looking as sparkly and crystally as mine. Definitely send me pictures if you have one when it dries. I think I'm gonna use mine as like a jewelry dish when it dries. I think that will be really cool to put like my rings on and stuff like that. I wonder what you're gonna do with yours. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!